I don't know what to do with you sometimes.
I don't know what to do with myself sometimes. And hit him with the news.
All right. Welcome to Otaku Wars. Mark Wando, and you are?
Mike?
Just Mike?
The Mike lit a fire?
The Mike lit a fire? Is that your new nickname?
Marcus Potter and the Mike lit a fire?
No. You should watch that movie. I hear it's pretty good.
Oh, really? Is this a little hint?
It could be. I mean, I don't know if I call it a hint when, I mean, to those of you who watched last week, you know what the war session is about today.
Oh, I thought you were giving a hint that you liked it. So what's up, man? How's your week?
Dang, I was about to ask you that. You always ask first. I'm like, I should ask him first for once, so it looks like that I actually care about you.
Oh, just perceive.
Yes. But now it won't work. Dang, there goes my master plan. My week, you know, could have been better, but not too bad overall. How was yours?
I like that. I'll copy and paste.
Fair enough. You want him with some gaming, or you want to start with some anime?
What? I was not expecting this question. Well, considering I'm a guest.
You're a guest?
I came prepared.
Last time I checked, I'm in your house.
Last of Us.
Part
Part
1
is being remastered. And
Really?
You can pre-order it now on Amazon or PlayStation.
That's really good. I'm glad you got me this soda.
Oh, also Mountain Dew has Gold Baja Blast out, and that's pretty freaking good.
It's pretty freaking good. You should try it. Hashtag not sponsored.
I might actually play Last of Us Part 1 again, but I don't know if I will.
I've never played it before.
Because I heard the second one wasn't as good, and the first one is an old game, and they're remastering it for $69.99. And that's not a price point that I want to pay for a game that's being only remastered.
You know, I feel like that kind of should have been like a one-time game. Just like, I never played it before, but just judging by the title, it sounds like it's like an end of a world kind of game. So I'm just like, Last of Us 2.
The End of the World Part 1.
How does that work?
The End of the World 4.
Attack on Titan, Part 32.
Yo, for real, that's about how the last season is going.
I feel like that's how... maybe that's... Well, not how I feel, but maybe that's how all animes are just going to end from now on.
I could obviously pull up the article and read it, but, I mean, I don't think there's any more information I could put on it besides that they're remastering it. It's going to be for $69.99, and you can pre-order it.
Dude, that's how I felt about last week when I was giving out news. Like, when I was talking about live-action Pinocchio, I was like, yeah, live-action Pinocchio. There's a trailer you can watch. There's a release date. There you go.
It's almost like there should be a platform out there where people could just watch news and just get the headline.
Yeah.
Or
on to some anime news. So, One Piece. You're watching One Piece right now. I bet you're enjoying it.
Well, not currently. I'm doing the podcast with you, but...
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. You got me there. You got me.
I'm so funny! I'm pretty sure that's what somebody's saying out there.
Probably. You know what? He is funny.
I'm not.
You are to me, and that's what matters.
Oh, there is see, you made up for not asking me how my day was.
All right, so the One Piece manga is going on. I felt like I was
Hiatus?
I felt like I was gonna say hiatus, but then like something else was gonna come out at the same time.
For real, I thought you were gonna say that haiku show.
Haikyuu?
Yeah. For some reason, that's why I thought it was gonna come out of your mouth.
One Piece manga is going on hiatus to prepare for its final saga.
Weren't you doing news on crossovers? Or was I just reading an article about how a lot of animes want to do crossovers right now?
I didn't say anything about crossovers last week.
Oh. Because then One Piece doing a haiku would make sense. Or haiku.
Haikyuu.
Yeah.
All right, so the manga will be going on a month-long hiatus. Bless you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So One Piece creator Ichio Oda can focus on preparing the final saga, which I think is pretty fair because One Piece saga is pretty dang long, and I'll get to that in just a second. He's also doing other stuff. He's also preparing One Piece's 25th anniversary. However, One Piece's sagas can go on for several years, so even though this is the final saga, we could still have years of One Piece left for the show and the manga. Well, definitely the show, but also the manga. Just to give you an example, the Four Emperors saga came out in 2016 and is just now concluding.
Dang, is that after Fish Island?
Yeah, I think that's the one you're on now, right? Yeah. The Four Emperors saga you'll pretty much get into, after Fish Saga, I would say. There's, one more arc after that, and then after that you'll get into, one of the Four Emperors.
What's your favorite One Piece arc so far?
I think my favorite arc is the one before they go to Fishland, when the main cast pretty much gets beaten up.
Oh,
and then they have to go train. I really like that arc because that's where you see the other pirates and stuff, and Luffy and the other captains are called the worst generation, which I think is cool.
I don't want to be.
That's where I feel One Piece world really gets bigger, because I feel before that, that's where you see other pirates Buggy the Clown, and there's a couple others, but you see other One Piece characters that are just good as Luffy, if not more powerful.
Respect. I bet you there's a lot of people out there who choose the going to save Luffy's brother arc.
Oh, that one's good. Yeah, that one hit me hard. That one took out my favorite character, which is why I should probably hate it. But it's so good at the same time.
I think my favorite arc though was the when they went to the prison underwater. I really like that arc.
Oh yeah.
You get to see a lot of returning characters randomly.
That one's good too. Also, Oda is busy with a lot of stuff too, because he is working on the next One Piece movie, which is One Piece Film Red. And
does that go with the game?
Is there a game called One Piece Red?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think it's a coincidence.
Oh, I was about to say, because it's a classic game. They even remastered it and brought it back because people love the original story they made for it.
I don't really know that much about it, so I can't say for sure. Maybe it does have something to do with the game, but I think it's just coincidence, because it said that, and the article said that there was a new character for the film.
So are they always so good looking?
I don't know. I'll let our audience decide that one.
No. Screw them.
No, you guys are great. He's also the producer for the live-action adaptation coming.
Not me, Oda.
You can do a live-action adaptation. You can be the fat version of Luffy.
Could you imagine?
Is
there a fat version of Luffy?
Yeah, there's a fake Luffy after the when they come
not
back.
That guy.
Yeah.
Come on, that's an insult.
All right. All right. You can be Luffy when he does the Gum Gum Balloon.
Okay, that's better. Could you imagine though if the live action show decided to recreate every episode?
Oh my gosh.
All those people would have jobs for decades.
Saw the set for it though, and actually it looks like they're actually working really hard on it. So visually wise, it still look good. I don't know how the story is going to be.
He knows how the story's going to be.
Anywho, what's your next gaming piece?
Oh yeah, it's my turn.
Because we've been going on One Piece for a while now.
That's because I like One Piece.
One Piece is great.
All right, Marcus. Have you seen the TMNT Shredder's Revenge?
Shredder's Revenge. Is that an old one?
Yeah.
Is that from the 2005 show?
I don't know. It's just one of those. Oh man, it's just one of those older games. You know, the classic arcade style.
I have
game?
not seen this.
I've been waiting for that to come out. I don't know if that's really a piece of news. It comes out on the 16th, but I looked it up on the store today because I was like, saw somebody playing it, and I was like, dude, I really want to play old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I would have bought it today. Did you ever play any of the arcade games or anything?
I did not. I just watched the very first time I watched TMNT was TMNT 2005. I watched that. I watched TMNT Fast Forward, which I don't think was received as well. But then I actually found out that there's another show that goes after that within its timeline that's called Back to the Sewer. I'm just like, there's a piece of TMNT that's in this timeline that I haven't watched? I thought it was just TMNT and then Fast Forward, and that was it. But apparently, there's more to it.
I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're good.
I also watched the 2012 one, too.
I think you would really like the games. They're simple. They're co-op and fun. They're like Super Nintendo graphics. So they're like side-scrolling.
Okay. There is one TMNT game that I did play, and it was actually based off the CGI movie, not the live action ones, but there a long time ago.
Was it the one on GameCube?
I played it on PlayStation.
Oh,
yeah, it was like this old, like CG animated TMNT film that I thought was pretty good when I watched it as a kid. Anyways,
was the game good?
The game, I enjoyed playing the game.
Actually, the old movie you might be talking about with the game.
It was just called TMNT.
Was it made by the same people who made Astro Boy?
Yeah, it was.
You had somebody comment on your TikTok.
Oh, yeah?
About how they were sad that studio is gone because they actually liked the Astro Boy movie and they think that the other work they did, the TMT, was one of their best.
Yeah, I think the Astro Boy movie has a lot of problems, but I do remember liking the TMNT movie that they made.
So that's just weird how that just came full circle. But yeah, you can pre-order it for Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and it looks like they're all a universal price of $34.99. Comes out on the 16th. I think if you get the physical copy, it says each edition includes a reversible cover, Sprite stickers, art booklet, and free Pizza Hut personal pan pizza.
Whoa!
Which I think is actually cool.
That is cool.
That you get a pizza certificate that actually gets you pizza.
I want that game just for the pizza certificate.
I do too. Well, actually, look at the pixel stickers or whatever. Those stickers are cool too.
Oh, those are cool. I like Leonardo's.
Do you want to split it and play the game live on stream?
Oh, we should definitely do that.
Because it is multiplayer. It's fun too.
Dude, we should definitely do that. That sounds awesome.
And then we can get the pizza.
We can get the pizza! Cowabunga, dude! This is probably the best piece of news we've had on here.
And I'm just winging it, bro. Oh, wait. Take that out.
We'll edit that out. Can't change anything about live.
Don't worry. I'm not really going to edit it out.
All right. So is that it for TMNT?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It's kind of turned into a great segment. We were talking about last week how we wanted to be more like natural on the mic and just talk to each other. Remember?
Yeah, we're doing that finally.
And then I just brought that up and it led to a great conversation, I think. And hopefully they think it's a great conversation too.
I love you, buddy.
I love you, buddy.
I got some sad news, though.
Oh, man. So appropriate that I was crying.
We did not plan that, by the way. Anime EXPO. Yeah, that's it, Anime EXPO.
That is sad news. Because I'm not there.
Anime EXPO reinstates COVID-19 rules. So, basically, I'm just gonna tell you what happened here. So, June 8th, the Expo announced that while you still... Well, hold on. So, at first, they were like, hey, you based on June 8th, they announced, like, hey, just want to let you guys know, you still have to wear a mask, but you don't have to be vaccinated or prove that you are vaccinated to, like, actually enter the building. However, specifically, according to the article, the North American anime community did not like that. They were not happy.
Makes sense.
So, because of basically fan backlash and fan peer pressure, they reinstated their COVID-19 rules. So if you want to go to Anime Expo, here's what you gotta do. So, both from fans and people from the industry were actually not happy about this, by the way. So even like professional people who are part of the anime industry were like, no, don't do that.
Like voice actors too?
Yeah, voice actors as well.
Ah.
So to enter the building, you either have to be vaccinated or have a negative test that was taken 72 hours ago. And regardless if you are vaccinated, you still have to wear a mask while in the building.
Dang.
So well, there you go.
I wonder if they're going to lose some business because of that.
Who knows? I the thing is though, like,
Honestly,
I know
a ticket, fly me out there. I'll take a test and then go in there with a mask.
I kind of thought like one of the reasons why people were getting vaccinated in the first place was so that they wouldn't have to wear a mask. Also, so that they'd be protected from COVID, obviously. But I thought that was like one of the main reasons. So I bet like people are like, man, I got vaccinated for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have much to say on that.
I mean, there's not really much to say, really.
Whether I say it sucks or I say I agree with them, there's going to be people who hate both
Yeah,
those statements.
yeah,
So.
it doesn't really matter. Let's get on to some good news, shall we? I'm sorry I have to be the Debbie Downer here, but let's get on to some gaming.
On that note, though.
Okay.
It just kind of sucks that there's so many cool things like, Comic-Con and Anime Expo and stuff, and it just sucks that we have to jump through all these hoops now to go to these things when we used to just be able to be like, on a whim, ask a buddy, be like, let's just go do Anime Expo this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now there's more planning and like more stop market, like hinders the, I think, enjoyment out of it. But that was as personal as I'll get on that, I think.
And I won't at all.
All right. So, bet you thought we were done, but Elden Ring is back.
You know, I was thinking about getting you back. I saw a piece of news about Elden Ring. I was like, "Aw, I could get him back. I could get him back." But then there's other news. There was other cool news. I was like, you know what? Never mind. But here we go.
If it helps, this was not predetermined. This literally came out 2 hours ago. And it's actually kind of cool. Like, something I think you would appreciate.
Okay.
So, Elden Ring releases Book of Knowledge Guide, and it comes in 2 volumes, as you can see there in the picture. They look pretty sweet.
Yeah, they look cool.
This one I will read a little more, because so that way we know actually like what's in the books. But essentially, like, the little precursor thing is it says learn everything you need to know about the land between, which is the land in the game. That's what they call it, the land.
The land between.
Yeah.
It's an interesting name.
Future Press official strategy guide for Elden Ring Book of Knowledge is now available to pre-order in the US and UK, costing $49.99, and in the UK $39.99 for each volume. So that means if you want the complete volume, it'll be $100. Yep. Each volume will contain a complete record of the lands between, with the first covering the world, while the second will entertain the many creatures you encounter alongside the arsenal of arguments and you can acquire to deal with them. Both volumes were released on July 29th and can currently be pre-ordered from Amazon. Each premium book will likely contain plenty about the game you already know, in stunning detail, may I add, but might also uncover some of the seemingly untapped secrets the land between could still be hiding. Whatever the case, both of these look incredible, so here are the relevant links if you want to pre-order ASAP.
Nice. So
Which
it's
means
basically like more about the game's lore and stuff?
Yeah, I guess they're just strategy books that look cool.
That's cool.
I think they look really sweet. If they weren't so expensive, I actually probably would pick them up to see like what the art looks like in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always like whenever there's a game I'm excited for and they say, hey, pre-order it, you get this cool art book with like concept art and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I want that.
I was going to actually buy them and bring them on the stream when I first read it a little bit ago. But I didn't know they were like strategy guides. I thought they were like lore books. So it had like art and lore in it. Mm-hmm. But if they're strategy books, I mean, I might have to see.
They could help you out.
I might have to see what like some pictures look like or something. But what that means though is when those come out, there'll be Elden Ring coverage on our show for the following weeks.
There'll be what?
Elden Ring coverage. Meaning,
what does that mean?
I'll have stories on Elden Ring for
Oh.
our news. Because if you listen to a very specific part of that, it said may have secrets that nobody knows about yet, which means that people are going to make videos or find things.
Yep.
So I went to the site, and they don't have any other pictures to show yet. So
Oh, that sucks.
that would be the one I want, too, Volume 1. That's Rainy right there. She's a witch.
Okay.
She's like one of my favorite characters that I've seen so far. She also...
I imagine they have to be careful what picture they're showing so that the secrets aren't revealed. So they're probably deciding which ones to showcase.
Good point. So, yeah.
That's cool.
I was done with that.
All
too,
right.
so.
I have a list.
You do?
Yes.
And what kind of list is it this week?
10 most obvious anime mistakes that made it into the show. Bam. So yeah, if you know animation, even if you are a professional, you're gonna make mistakes. And sometimes those mistakes are either pretty much just because like they're obvious mistakes and maybe the studio was lazy or something, or maybe an artist just forgot to draw something. It could depend on many different things. So yeah, here are 10 most obvious mistakes in anime. Well, just to be clear, this isn't my list. This is a list that I got from an article. I thought it'd just be cool to share with you guys. So, number 10 is Sailor Moon Crystal's animation being all over the place.
Oh, I thought Crystal was supposed to be the more together one. Isn't that the one
Apparently, according to the article, the first 2 seasons, like the animation, I guess they use CG in there, and the animation with the 2D and CG is basically like all over the place. I think it has a 3rd season though, and the 3rd season it's a lot better.
I can vouch for that in the first season. I was watching Sailor Moon with Arya.
She likes Sailor Moon?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, I'm trying to find the animes that she'll get into, so you know she has a good entryway into exploring and liking more anime.
Nice. Mine was Dragon Ball.
Hers was technically
Like original Dragon Ball, not Z.
Hers was technically Avatar.
See, that's another war session we could probably discuss on. Is Avatar an anime?
Well, she liked Avatar, and she was also watching this show on Netflix called Haunted House, where they never made another season yet. And it's a Korean anime. It's actually really good.
Sounds like Netflix.
Yeah, it's really good. It's not a Netflix original though. Yeah.
Well then it's more of the studio.
And I looked it up to see if I could get her into, because she's learning to read, see if I could get her into manga.
Okay.
But they don't even have manga for that show.
Oh, maybe it was like a show exclusive then.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is weird, because I thought anime was just based off of manga.
When we're show hopping later, I'll show you the picture of it or whatever, because you can see that it's like good quality animation.
Okay. We'll take a look at it later. Number 9, Code Geass has some wild, inconsistent proportions.
Okay, I didn't notice that.
I think it's like something in more of the art style, because the characters have really long arms and really long legs.
True.
Number 8, if you look at, I don't know which episode it is, but in Diamond and Pearl, there's a point where Ash had 2 Pikachus in a scene. So yeah, there's that. Number 7, there are 2 Zoros in One Piece in episode 226. There's a scene where Zoro looks like he's blocking something with his swords, and it's like a side view. So you see the whole gang on one side, plus Zoro, and then Zoro's also over here. So someone added an extra Zoro.
Oops.
I don't even know how you do that. Like, how do you accidentally add like another Pikachu? Number 6, Naruto's whiskers disappear from time to time during the anime.
You know, I've noticed that. I never thought twice about it, though.
You know, I never noticed that, actually. Let me tell you something, though. Naruto looks freaking weird without his whiskers. Like, he just doesn't look right.
I thought it was possibly face paint and that, like, he just didn't put it on or something. So I was like, huh.
No, it's something that was, like, part of the Nine Tails. Here's the thing, though. I guess it's genetic because Boruto and Himawari, Naruto's daughter, also have them.
Oh, I didn't know that. Which
means there's a little part of Kurama inside of them both. Huh? No, he's not.
A little Kurama in all of us?
Yeah. Number 5. Okay, so this one I was kind of confused on. I think I might have it, though. So Dragon Ball Saiyan color reversal might confuse the plot. I think it's like basically the difference between Super Saiyan and normal Saiyan. I guess sometimes you can see black hair instead of the blonde hair. Maybe they have a blue aura instead of a yellow aura. Huh. So that could confuse like plot wise, like, oh, how is Goku doing this without going into his Super Saiyan or whatever?
Dragon Ball Z, the only thing that actually ever really confused me is I never knew when they were Super Saiyan 1 or 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was so obvious.
I thought all the other ones are obvious.
Yeah, well, like Super Saiyan 2 is like spiky hair, but they also have like that's where they get lightning around their aura.
Yeah, I don't know. It just confused me sometimes.
I can understand if it's Vegeta though.
It wasn't like obviously when they were unlocking it and using it right away. It was the times after that. I'm like,
oh, okay.
Super Saiyan 1 or 2?
Gotcha. So that one, I don't know if that was it for sure, though, but I'm guessing that's what it is. Number 4, Fate Stay Night characters that are supposed to be in the background are in the foreground. That one's weird to me. I don't know how you make a mistake like that, but okay. Number 3, 7 Deadly Sins, Hawk changes size.
Who's Hawk again?
Hawk is the pig. Basically the mascot of the group.
Doesn't he change size?
He changed, so like near the end of season 1 he's like really tiny, but it's not like a power of his to change size.
Oh.
Basically there's like like if you like look at the background and Hawk himself, it looks like that he's bigger or smaller than what he's actually supposed to be.
I don't know why, but for some reason when you said Hawk I was thinking of the muscular guy who gets power from the sun.
Oh, Escanor.
Yeah.
Escanor's
now that you
cool,
say
man.
Escanor, I was like, oh, yep, definitely not Hawk.
Number 2, Love Live School Idol Project has some strange facial designs. I'm not talking like designs as in like character designs. I'm talking about like, let's say my face is like down here, but my eyes are where my mouth is. That kind of design.
I like it a lot. I should do that more.
And number 1, I'm just going to pronounce this as best as I can, XXX Holics, which this, by the way, this one I thought was pretty dumb just because it's the same as Code Geass, proportions are inconsistent. And it's like the same style, like same art style, but like the legs are and the arms are really long.
Was that like just 10 shows that they were listing, or was it like in order like of worse?
You know, I think it was just 10 shows, not in order of what's worse. Because if it was like worse, then I doubt number 1 would be number 1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I was like, the more popular names were at the beginning of the list.
Yeah. That is my list of most obvious anime mistakes.
Look at this. What's the most obvious one that you know? Just in the world of Marcus.
That is a good question. Honestly. You know, there are just so many that I really don't remember them, honestly. Like, the ones I know really aren't that big of a deal to me. It's just like, and the ones I know are just gonna be like animation mistakes, as in like, oh yeah, that movement should probably be like a little faster. Oh, they're kind of probably missing a couple frames here.
Fair enough. So let me ask you a different question then. What's your favorite thing about being a Sonic fan?
My favorite thing about being a Sonic fan? That I'm a Shadow fan.
Fair. Many of us at IGN have a fond appreciation for Sonic, even with some arguable missteps over the years. Which is why it's so exciting to get some more insight into its next chapter with Sonic Frontiers. The Sonic Central stream part of Summer of Gaming gave us another glimpse into the upcoming Sonic Frontiers alongside an announcement of a prologue story featuring Knuckles.
Whoa!
We also got another look at Sonic Origins, new Sonic merchandise, news that a live Sonic Symphony will be touring soon, and more. Be sure to check out our Sonic Central 2022 coverage for everything that was announced.
I actually did watch that. Just for Sonic Prime, though.
There will be more Sonic content as the month progresses, but in the meantime, IGN sucks.
The sneak peek that I watched actually showcased Shadow. And I thought his design was actually a little bit weird, just because his quills look a little long. And for some reason, like, he was like rolled up into a ball doing his spin dash. He was doing a spin dash like all across Green Hills. And for some reason, like, they had this weird sound effect for it where it didn't sound like a spin dash as he was rolling across. Sound like some sort of like liquid or something. Which was weird.
That is weird. So, this could be its own news or not, but you were telling me that Castlevania Nocturne got announced?
Yeah.
And that is a spin-off of the beloved Netflix show.
Oh.
Yeah, because you said they were making a new one, and I was asking you.
Yeah.
So, that means that it might be good.
All right.
Because original Castlevania was good. So, just for everybody, again, Castlevania Nocturne has been announced, and it's a spin-off of the Netflix show, which I think is really good. Let's see if there's any other news on that. The show will star Richter Belmont, a descendant of the original show's Trevor Belmont, and Sifia. He'll be joined by... Oh, so it'll be a direct sequel. It'll be like their kid.
Oh,
the two people's kids.
So it's like a Next Generation series.
Yeah. It will be set during the events of the French Revolution, although you can likely expect a lot more monsters than the history books tell you about. The show is in production now, but no release date was announced. A teaser is all we've seen so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's
hidden
a teaser
piece of news added in there.
There is a teaser you can watch then.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got my answer question. Or my question. I got my question answered.
For your podcast listeners, you guys answered questions.
I don't got anything to say.
Are we on random news now?
Hearsay. Yeah, I already gave my first piece. That's
okay, I was like, you just kept on going, so I didn't know that was like part of your gaming news or not when you're talking about Sonic.
No, that was just a segue because I asked you a question, and the whole title of that article was a question.
Okay. All right, so we're on to random news then.
Yeah.
All right, so Marvel Spider-Man removes iconic building from its game. That's right, I'm giving a piece of gaming news. So there is a PC port of the game that is releasing, which is pretty dope. And the One World Trade Center, which is the tallest building in the U.S., has been removed, apparently. Insomniac has not yet revealed why this is, but it could be due to the fact that they no longer have, like, copyright over the landmark or whatever. Basically, how it works is, like, the specific landmarks, they have copyrights. People have copyrights over those landmarks. So gaming companies or other companies that want to use those landmarks didn't ask permission to use those landmarks in their game. So they probably no longer have permission to use that landmark. So they either have to ask for it again because I guess since it's a PC port, it's technically a different game, I guess. Don't know why.
That's so dumb.
But
if you had permission when the game was made, I think you should have that game should have that permission for as long as...
I don't know if this is the reason for sure, but it's a theory just because when the Miles Morales version came out, Spider-Man PS4 had the Chrysler Building, but in Miles Morales, the Chrysler Building is no longer in that game because Insomniac no longer had permission to use that landmark.
Fair.
I wonder if the podcast listeners can hear that.
So you keeping that short and sweet? That's where it's at?
That's where it's at.
All right, moving on. My last piece is Netflix Geek Week 2022. Everything announced, which I already gave off the first one in my last bit, which if people are just tuning in to Twitch or somehow missed it in the podcast.
It was Castlevania.
Castlevania Nocturne. I need to stop tapping the table. But number 2 is Dragon Age Absolution. It's going to be an animated series coming this December.
Nice.
BioWare's Dragon Age is getting a new animated series, and it's set in Tmnt, the same location the next Dragon Age game is set to take place. The trailer showed off a combination of anime-like animation and 3D environments. Your favorite? With all the magic and combat you'd expect from Dragon Age show. Mm-hmm. Just so you guys know, we will watch everything on this list and rate it for you guys.
Mike only speaks for himself.
Well, you might have gave up too soon because show number 3, Sonic Prime introduces Big the Cat and Froggy.
I just watched that, actually. Just watched that one.
The Cuphead show returns for another season.
Aw, yeah.
And Tekken Bloodline Anime gets message from creator Kushida. Well, what?
Creator?
Why does that feel like they just slid another article inside the article listing?
Article?
Yeah. Anyways, Techline Bloodline Anime. Dota Dragon Blood gets a season 3, and I know you love that anime.
No, I don't.
You definitely don't have a video on how
you
bad
want to talk about
animation
animation mistakes? I should talk about Dota's Dragon Blood.
And multiple Netflix TV series get tie-in games. Netflix is working to turn some of their most popular television series into video games. And a few of those tie-in projects were revealed today. You know, I did hear that they were bleeding out money. And I was wondering what they were going to try to do to pivot to make more money. Maybe it's to make their shows games.
Oh, speaking of Dota's Dragon Blood, I can actually give you an animation mistake real quick. So there's a scene where the main character and this girl are talking. And in that scene, her hair is blowing with the wind. But it's just her hair that's blowing with the wind and nothing else.
Sick. We get a look at the spin-off games for Shadow and Bone, Too Hot to Handle, Money Heist, and Queen's Gambit. Too Hot to Handle is a reality show. They're going to make a game out of that?
You can make a game out of anything these days.
True. Alright, so Shadow and Bone Destinies is a single-player RPG. The Queen Gambit is going to be chess. It's going to be a chess game.
Okay.
La Casa de Papel follows a spin-off story from Money Heist. And Too Hot to Handle lets players experience the dating show drama for themselves.
Aw, snap.
3 developer digital games are joining Netflix lineups. Reigns 3 Kingdoms, Terra Nil, and Point P from Developer Digital? What? So some other games are happening by actual other developers. I don't know why they wouldn't list that in the other one with just games that are coming. And previously released games coming to Netflix, including Spiritfarer. A couple of beloved games are coming to Netflix streaming service, including Spiritfarer, the cozy management game about dying.
Interesting.
Along with Raji and Ancient Epic. So, games are coming to Netflix?
Dude, I don't... You know... Is Netflix making like a game studio now? Because they're basically getting rid of their animation department. Is that why they're getting rid of their animation department?
I guess, because look, Lucky Luna is a new vertical scrolling platformer. Desta, the memories between us from the makers of Monument Valley. Wild Things, Animal Adventures, a new Match 3 adventure game.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna end it there.
All right.
That's enough about Netflix. I'm mad because they raised my bill up to $20. They give me crap like Dota, but give me good stuff like Arcane.
And then the good stuff never gets a second season. Just the bad stuff. Just like, hey, you see that bad show? Yeah,
They actually did finish Castlevania, which was good.
Just like, hey, you see that bad show? Yeah, let's give that another season. Well, what about this show? Like, fans love it. Oh, yeah, that doesn't deserve another season. Well, fans love it, yeah, but I didn't like it.
You know, I honestly feel like that's how Netflix works. They're like, well, I don't care. I didn't like it. It sucked. They pissed me off. They killed my favorite character.
Stop it. Stop it.
Dude, it's so true, though, because there's so many good shows that all of the people who have Netflix love. And they're like, cut it. And then there's ones that people have never heard of that have, like, fucking 6 seasons. Toadstool in My Dumpster. Season 6 announced.
Sword Guy, the animation.
Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh, not Sword Guy. Or Heat Guy, is that what it was?
No, it was called Sword Guy.
Oh, that really bad anime that you watched?
Yeah.
Oh.
It got a second season later on. All right. Disney debunks Black Panther rumor.
What's the Black Panther rumor?
So apparently it was rumored that Black Panther 2's first trailer would come out during the NBA Finals, which I think was today, actually. But so that this news wasn't time sensitive, I decided to give you guys some things that are actually confirmed for the movie, so that it's just not about the NBA drop, which happened today. But yeah, it's not dropping today. There's no trailer out yet.
It was just a rumor.
So here are some of the things that are confirmed, except for 2 things which I think are rumored. I can't really say if they're confirmed or not. But here they are. And I'll tell you which ones that I believe are the rumors. So, this one's confirmed. Chadwick Boseman will not be replaced and will not be in CGI. So you will not see the CGI Chadwick Boseman in the movie.
And you also won't see him being replaced?
You also won't see him being replaced. Instead, what's happening is they're giving the other characters bigger roles. So there's talk about Shuri, his sister, being like the lead role now.
Okay.
Shuri as in the character, not the actor.
They talk about this stuff like I care. I just want a good movie. I don't care what they do. Right?
I'd rather not see Chadwick Boseman in CGI, honestly. Especially since he'll probably look ugly looking. It'll probably look good in game sense.
Hence what I said. As long as it's a good movie. It would not be a good movie if they did that.
So here's something that I think is rumored, but it could be confirmed. You never know. The villain is Namor, the Submariner. Dumb name, by the way. I'm Namor, the Submariner.
Dude, I just want a ham sub, please. And then like a 6-inch pizza sub.
$5.
It's just a guy who works at Subway. I'm Mariner!
Would you like
the Submariner!
I'm Namor, the Submariner! Would you like that toasted? I think this is confirmed. Ironheart is making her debut.
Why would you not name this episode Mariner the Submariner?
I didn't think about it.
That was golden.
I didn't think about it. I really didn't think about the name until just now. Like, I thought about it yesterday, like, oh, okay, name her the Submariner, okay. And then I was, like, thinking about it, like, as I was saying, like, yo, that's a really dumb name.
I can't stop laughing about it. But okay, Ironheart, that would be dope.
Yep, so we're getting the next Iron Man, basically, pretty soon.
Is Ironheart a woman? So wouldn't it be
Iron
Woman?
Well, there might be an Iron... Well, I mean, when technically speaking, Iron Girl? Isn't Pepper Potts technically Iron Woman? I mean, her actual name is Rescue, but...
Now I see why they just stuck with Ironheart.
So yeah, there's a plan to make her debut, and this is confirmed. As of right now, the set release is November 11th, and It will be the last Marvel film of 2022.
Also, on that note, it will be the last podcast of 2022.
We still got December.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It will be the last live stream ever.
Wait a minute. We don't post the podcast until after the live stream. That's all I got.
That's all I got, too.
So do you hear the drums?
No.
Oh, dang.
I think I said that last week, too. You know, that's getting old. You know what? You just do the war session. I'm leaving.
All right. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Fire Goblet and the Harry of Potter.
That should not have made me laugh like that. It was probably just because it was just you.
Well, you also got to admit, it came out pretty smooth.
It did. Good job on that. No mess up in there.
All right, yeah. The fourth movie.
The fourth movie. Oh, dang, I watched the fifth one. No, I watched this one.
So, precursor, would you like to tell them your Harry Potter background for anybody who's new to the podcast?
All right, for anyone that's new to the podcast or to YouTube or however you're watching this, basically...
Or listening.
Or listening. I've never watched any of the Harry Potter movies, never read any of the books.
And you are how old?
I'm 24.
Not saying that plays a part, we're just getting into an adult essentially watching Harry Potter for the first time.
Never seen it before.
Or read it.
Or read it. But you have.
But I have.
So basically, I might like to pick my brain and see if these movies are actually good as movies or not.
Yes, to somebody who's never been in the Harry Potter world.
So Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, you know what? This one, just okay.
Yeah.
Just okay.
I get that. I get that so hard. If you remember what I said before going into this, I said that it was the movie that I was most excited for because
it was your favorite book.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was, just like the Goblet of Fire in general, I was like, oh, okay, I think we're getting into like a tournament arc or something. So I was actually really excited for this.
It wasn't, and the thing is, I didn't think it was bad. Just, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something dry about it.
Okay, well, let me get into my thoughts about it. So basically, I liked the first scene where we're getting in, where it's like, it's basically near the end of summer, and they're not, the main characters are playing Quidditch, they're going to a Quidditch finals or something.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool.
That whole opening scene I love.
I love it too. And like just by that opening scene in general, like I just want like a spin-off of Harry Potter Quidditch.
Yeah.
Like I was like, please give me a spin-off of Harry Potter Quidditch. I don't want freaking the Dumbledore stuff they're giving us. I want a spin-off of Harry Potter Quidditch. Give me a show all about that.
Which they because of that movie they made a game called Harry Potter Quidditch and it was out
Yeah,
for
I think
GameCube.
you showed me that.
Yeah, that game was amazing.
You also told me that. So I like that scene. And then we finally get to the school. Oh, Robert Pattinson is in this.
Yeah.
Which I thought was also cool.
Yeah.
And now we know why he became a vampire. Because he dies in this one. I thought Robert Pattinson did a good job in here. His character wasn't really like a jerk or anything, but at the same time, he was just introduced like he was kind of always there.
Yeah,
just like, yeah, here's Robert Pattinson.
That's kind of the problem, is because they kill him at the end, and for people who just watched the movie, I mean, there was no real significance or emotion put into his death. You know what I mean? Besides that, like, Harry Potter was sad and got framed a little bit.
Yeah, and I thought when it came to like the Goblet of Fire itself, I thought the tournament itself was cool, but I think I kind of wish that it was kind of just all the Goblet of Fire.
Hey, you got to see Moaning Myrtle again.
I did not like that part. Moaning Myrtle went from annoying to freaking creepy.
That bath scene.
Yeah.
Like that, don't you?
No. No, I didn't.
I'm not going to lie.
I never want to see Moaning Myrtle again.
She did annoy me in the second movie, but I'm not going to lie. The scene in the bathtub cracked me the frick up.
Oh, dude, I was like cringing all over.
Oh,
I
it's
was
super cringy, but that's what makes it so funny. You got to admit.
Maybe me watching you laugh at it would make me laugh. Not me watching it alone, though. But yeah, I thought just like I didn't need that scene. Oh gosh, and then there's Ron. Let me tell you, Ron. He started right here. Then the second movie, he was like, all right, now he's up here. Third movie, okay, now he's up here. I'm really liking Ron. This movie, down here. Ron's just a jerk, man.
Was that the one with the? This is the one with the dance, right? They have a dance.
Yeah, they do have a dance. Yes.
Okay.
So basically, Ron, like Harry's name comes out of the Goblet of Fire as the fourth person in the tournament, even though there's not supposed to be a fourth. Then Ron is just like, hey, what do you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, but you didn't tell me about it. I'm like, you don't even know if he put his name in the Goblet of Fire, you moron.
Yeah.
And he's just like so mad at him about it, and I don't even blame Harry for how he's acting. He's like, hey man, you know what? Just leave me alone. And he's like, yeah, fine. And I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I'd probably say the same thing if you were acting like that.
Like I said, the fourth book is the biggest book, so there's a lot more like dialogue that goes on where you can see like where the jealousy comes in, and like it makes more sense. And there's also more Cedric Diggory, so you can see that they have more of a connection.
Wait, who's Cedric Diggory?
That's the guy who died. That's
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I didn't remember his name. Which why I'm just calling him Robert Pattinson.
Harry Potter has a crush on a girl for the first time.
Yeah.
Cho, and he goes a lot back and forth with her, and then Cedric Diggory was supposed to land her. Did he?
Oh, they went to the dance together.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess he did land her.
So
I felt so bad for Harry, but then
I felt bad for those girls at the dance. Remember the girls they ended up bringing?
Yeah,
to the dance?
yeah.
They're
Well,
like,
they don't.
So
you're gonna dance with us, or I mean, poor Ron though, because the girl that just because of the outfit he was wearing, the girl was like so embarrassed to be with him. But the other girl, like, yeah, it's just like, yo, Harry, you gonna dance with the girl, or you're just gonna sit there? And then like, I felt bad for Hermione too, because Ron was like, oh no, you don't have a date. You're just like you're just gonna be my last resort if I can't get one. I'm just like, dude, what the heck, man? That's so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron was like a really big jerk in here.
But you gotta remember that it's kind of like high school. You're watching these kids grow up, so they do go through those like awkward, like.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, Draco Malfoy. I feel like they're slowly taking him out of these movies. Like,
I can assure you.
Like he had, like in the first one, he's there. The second one, yeah, he's still there. Third one, okay, yeah, he's kind of there. This one, yeah, he probably has like a couple lines.
There's a reason you see less of him. Yeah.
All right.
They don't like do like a flashback to show you like why you see less of him, but you will pick up in the next couple movies that he's been busy doing something else.
Okay. Kind of wish you didn't tell me that, but okay. But you see his dad is one of he who shall not be named.
Oh, yep. The Death Eaters.
Yeah, is that what they're called?
Yep.
I didn't know they were called
Lord
that.
Lord Voldemort's followers are called Death Eaters, and they all have that tattoo.
Yeah.
Right there.
I thought like that one guy's kid, Junior. I don't know his name, but I know he's called Junior. But like I thought he was kind of just well, I thought at first he was inconsistent because you didn't see him, but then he turned out to be the dark arts professor. Also, the other thing, I'm kind of tired of them using the dark arts professor, just because I feel like it's just so obvious. They kind of got me this time, like I was bamboozled this time, just because like, oh yeah, it was the dark arts professor, but at the same time it wasn't the dark arts professor.
They joke about that a lot in the books too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like, and they do talk about it how they can never fill the position.
It's just, dude, they I mean, the Dark Arts professor this time didn't leave or anything.
Yeah.
So maybe the role will be filled or something. I don't know. Yeah. The Goblet of Fire trials I thought were pretty cool. They had the dragon one, which I thought.
Mad-Eye Moody.
Mad-Eyed Mooney.
Mad-Eye Moody.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Might be the wrong movie.
I didn't hear anything called Mad-Eye.
There was no
Moody.
guy named Mad-Eye Moody.
Not that I know of. Either that or I completely missed it because
Yeah,
I'm not good with names.
He has a goggle like this with an eyeball. That
Oh,
moves
Dark
around.
Arts professor.
Yeah, Mad-Eye Moody.
Yeah, okay. I did not pick up on that name. I just said, yeah, this guy's the new Dark Arts professor.
Mad-Eye Moody.
Matt, is it Moody or Mooney?
Moody.
Moody.
Did you like him turning Malfoy into a?
I did like that scene. I liked it a lot.
He's a good character.
All right, so Goblet of Fire, Harry fighting a dragon. That was pretty cool.
The dragons are cool.
Dude, I thought like the way he won was pretty dope too, because it's like, oh, I'm not allowed a broom. It's like, well, yeah, but you're allowed a wand.
Allowed a wand.
So it's like, oh yeah, I just call the broom to me.
Yeah.
It was. I thought like the spell for it was like kind of weird though, because it like ended with firebolt, I think. So I was expecting him to cast like a fireball, but instead a broom comes.
So, I don't know if you I don't know if this is what was like missing to you in the movie, or like if you felt this at all in the movie. But the main reason why I think I didn't like it is because like in the book, each one of their trials was always a mystery. So there was always like a couple chapters where they're trying to figure out the mystery and some events, and like going into like the restricted section of the library or whatever to find some stuff out.
Okay.
But essentially what they did is they would spend a couple chapters or whatever trying to find out the mystery of what the event was going to be, which then showed school life, and it showed school life with the other two schools being there too.
Yeah.
So you got to know more people too. Then they would actually have where they figure it out. So then they would spend another chapter or two figuring like how to prepare, and then they would have the actual event itself. So like,
see, I felt like that's kind of how it should have been. Like either like the mystery should have like been along with the trials, so like they'd be like in the Goblet of Fire, but Harry's trying to figure out something while doing the trials at the same time while having to complete the trial.
yeah,
I thought that would have been cool, but I feel like you also don't really get to know the other schools that are there, because they show up, they look cool, they have a good presence, but like they don't do anything besides really the trials, and we see them at the dance for a little bit, and that's pretty much it.
they had that girl school with the blonde who competes.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't do a good job showing her character that much, because her character actually falls in love with Ron's brother, which I think you see them at the dance together.
Maybe I wasn't really.
But they actually get married. So like in the next movie or two, you'll see them together.
Good for Ron's brother.
Or going to their wedding, and it's not a spoiler because they don't do any justice in the movies. Like, they don't show them getting close or getting together. Like, if I didn't bring it up,
I would never know.
you probably wouldn't have even been painted. Like, you probably would have thought that he was getting married, but would have never realized it was actually her that he was marrying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think this was definitely a chance to like give us a bigger world, and I felt like they just didn't do that. Like, I know there are other schools and that makes the world bigger, but there needs to be some sort of presence. And there just wasn't really any besides the trials, really. And even then, I feel like, you know, they're not barely there in the trials, but it's like, you know, are they there? Because we just focus on Harry.
Yeah. I don't know how they could have did this book right, because, I mean, obviously, the way to do it right is make it longer, because you'd have to fit more of the book in, which...
So it probably should have been a two-parter?
Well, that's the thing. How would you split it into two parts?
Oh, yeah. You know what I did like? I like how the trophy was a teleporter.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's what they
Voldemort.
could have did. They could have had all this... first part be all the way up until the end of the first task.
All the way up until the... Oh, so all the way up until Harry fighting the dragon.
Yeah, or
Okay.
you know what? They could even ended it as he walked out to go face the dragon. So they could have had it...
Oh, yeah,
where
they
he walks
could have.
out with the two dragons' face, and then they could have spent the whole second movie actually doing all the 3 parts right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you should have been the director.
So listen up, guys.
I'm taking over the Harry Potter series, completely remaking them.
But yeah, so the first book, like that thick. Second book, also like that thick. Third book was like a little thicker. Fourth book was like this.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And then the fifth book was like that. And then, I don't know.
You know, I gotta say, I was disappointed in Voldemort, honestly. There was like so much hype going on, and I felt like he was just silly. A silly little villain. I'm also wondering how he got a body, because he has like this small little body at first, like it's a baby Voldemort.
Yeah.
And last time we see him, he's like a spirit.
It was all that ritual they had right there. It was a dark arts spell they were casting when
Well,
they
yeah,
went into that land.
Well, when Harry was captured?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they have... I know how he got that body, but he's, like, in a smaller little body. So I'm wondering how he got that body.
That was him. Remember when you saw him in the back of that one dude, Professor's
Yeah,
head?
yeah.
Well, remember when he, like, died or something? He kind of, like, vanished off?
Yeah.
That was his body. He ran to the forest like that, and then he was eating the unicorns.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's why they said his existence isn't a happy one.
Gotcha. But yeah, I thought he was silly. And then I also didn't like the fact that, like, when Harry was battling him, like, at first Voldemort was winning, and then it was a tie. And then Harry's kind of winning, but Harry can't finish him off. So then, like, the spirits of the dead come out, Robert Pattinson, Harry's parents, I think there's others, and it's like, yeah, we can buy you time, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, that's stupid.
I think it came from the spell on his scar. Because he actually has a spell cast on him. That's how he got the scar.
I thought he got the scar by, like, because of the spell that was casted.
Well,
Because of how he survived.
The spell that Voldemort uses is an instant death spell. So
Yeah.
no matter what, again, it's not reversible. You get touched by it, you're dead.
Yeah.
But his mom died, like, sacrificed her life, which casted an ancient magic protection
I'm
spell.
fine
on
with
her.
the protection spell. I just felt like, poor execution on it.
It had something to do with that, with why they all came out of the wand.
Just like, we couldn't just, like, have a barrier or something. We had to go this direction. It just wasn't for me.
I don't know what it was, but in the book, it makes more sense.
I just felt, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just so confused in, like, how Harry's scar works. Because, like, sometimes it works like it's, like, some sort of warning. It's like, it hurts, And then there's, like, other times, like, oh, yeah, it protects him. And it's like, okay, does it do multiple things? Or just this one thing?
Well, you know what? You'll learn why it hurts. He's, yeah, I won't say anything.
Yeah, okay, so...
You learn more.
You learn more throughout the movies. The ending was kind of, like, good, but it was also weird. Like, Hermione's like, oh, you guys are going to write to me, right? And then Ron's like, nah. Then Harry's like, yeah, sure, I guess I'll write to you. And then they just, like, look off into the distance as, like, the other schools leave, and then it just ends right there. I was like, huh. I mean, it's not a bad ending, but it's certainly a weird one.
Yeah. Are you curious at all how now school's going to change? Because, life is different now that Voldemort is actually
I'm curious
back.
on where the story is going now. I'm expecting bigger things now that he's back.
Are you expecting anybody to believe him? Nobody saw him except Harry.
I think Dumbledore would believe him.
Interesting.
I think you know how we can prove it, though? He can, take a bit of his memory and put it in that pool thing, and Dumbledore could look at it. because that's how Harry sees Dumbledore's memory in the movie.
Damn, you just debunked all the movies.
What? Well, dang. Not sure if I should watch Harry Potter anymore.
There's probably a certain reason for something that I want to talk about, but that actually is a really good idea. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so your overall score?
Well, this movie, I like it more than the first one. I think I like it more than the second one. I obviously do not like it more than the third one. So, out of all the 4 that we watched so far, it would be second best, in my opinion, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm guessing a 7 or maybe a 6. Somewhere.
You're actually pretty close to me, honestly. I was gonna give it a 7.
Oh, so we're in agreement. Goblet of Fear is a 7.
Goblet of Ferrer. Goblet of Weasels.
Goblet of Fear is a 7.
It's a CVVV.
It's a Civivi.
Expectus Patronum. Wingardium Leviosa. Not Leviosa.
I do love that scene, though. Leviosa. Oh. Boom, you? Well, you give it a 7, but how do you rank the 4 movies?
Oh, okay. So, first one is the worst one. I think. So I'm agreeing with you that the third one is the best one so far.
The 2 middle
I
ones
think
are the
I
ones.
think the second one is higher than the fourth one, though.
So that's where we differ a little.
Yeah.
Nice. So we finally differ a little. So, plugs.
Plugs. We're gonna talk about next war session first.
What is next war session?
That's a good question, my guy.
Yeah.
We have not talked about it.
Yeah.
Therefore.
Wait. Hold on. Next war session we'll talk about Lightyear.
Oh, we can talk about Lightyear.
Yeah.
Lightyear comes out next week.
Yeah, because you just said you wanted to do the Thursday thing.
Yeah. There's a Thursday thing going on with Lightyear.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell you.
So yeah, hit them with all our social medias.
Alright, so first we got Chibi IRL. If you want to see a Chibi reacting to the real world or just want to see a Chibi doing silly stuff, then check out Ren Yamada on TikTok on Chibi IRL. Also, there's my own YouTube channel, Marcus Haksma, HAAKSMA. Can check me out on either YouTube or TikTok, but if you want to see earlier videos, check me out on YouTube, because that's when I first post first, and then TikTok comes after.
Yep, and then TikToks are usually shortened down versions. Or
Yeah, so
in
if you like shortened videos, then you can check me out on TikTok. If you like the longer videos that just play throughout, check me out on YouTube. Whatever you prefer.
And there is one other social media that if you're not already checking out the Twitch live stream or the podcast that you should check out, and that is a new TikTok under the name of
Otaku Wars.
And it consists of
basically anime and gaming news, but shortened up. Basically, we say the titles and very quickly what we think about it.
The goal is to give you guys the news of what's important on anime or gaming in 30 seconds or less.
Pretty much. Like
And
you, I really like yours. He wears a Mario costume in his. Check him out.
See, the thing is, I like yours too, though, because I like the clips.
So we're in agreement.
Yeah, maybe we should just switch them back and forth all the time.
I'll do my style. You do your style.
Oh, well, didn't you say you wanted to do yours in a lab coat? So didn't you want to do?
Oh well, yeah. But now that I think about it, I should probably do mine in like an anime character costume.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say I do got 3 lab coats. Don't ask me how it multiplied, but there's 3 lab coats.
I gotta do. I'm curious.
I don't know, but I have them.
If you want to send us mail, You can send us mail at otakunews@gmail.com.
If you want us to be in your ear, like ear candy, you can also check out our podcast on any major podcast platform at Otaku Wars.
Also at Otaku Wars, yes. Or you can just invite us to your house, I guess, and we'll talk into your ear.
See, this is why you do the plugs, because for some reason the plugs do not sound natural coming out of me. I'm all like hesitant, and you're all like, let me fist your eyeball. Bam! Well, guys, that's Otaku Wars. I want to go watch anime with my friend.
Woo woo!
So we're going to peace out. We'll see you next week. I'm Mike Sensei signing off.
Mark Wando, and stay otaku.
Bye.
Bye-bye! Hey guys, Mark Wando here. On behalf of me and Mike Sensei, just want to say thanks for watching. We appreciate it. If you want to catch early news and early war sessions, be sure to check us out on Twitch every Friday night between 5 and 7. And remember, stay otaku.